Thank you, Yuhei Suzuki. Before we go on to our dinner and reception, and before I hand it over to Dayu and Nat, by the way, who are two really inspiring people to me, I want to say thank you to all the speakers. All of your projects have really been inspiring to an individual like me living in New York, a young individual, doesn't know Japanese. It really is inspirational to me. And I just have one last request before I turn it over, and that's, I lost my father when I was a young individual, and even I have no idea what it's like to one day lose, your loved one, your mother, your father, your child, your sister, your brother, your friends, your coworkers. I have no idea what that's like to all of a sudden lose, that special person. But what I do know is that support is really, moral support is really, helps you get through your day. I know for me, just reaching out from random people, people like us in the audience, reaching out to such victims, it really makes a difference. And I think that's one thing that I request all of us to do is, we started the dialogue, let's continue it, reach out, and show your support to all these victims of this unfortunate disaster. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being your MC today. I'm going to hand it over to Nat and Dayu.
Hey everybody. Thanks for sitting through what I found to be an incredibly inspiring 3.5 hours. Kenny, you just stole my thunder. That was my whole speech. No, I'm kidding. First I want to say thank you, first and foremost, to our speakers. You guys are amazing, and I want you to know that we are your fans. We invited you here because we are fans of you. And not only that, but we knew that you would instigate a really interesting dialogue amongst everyone here. And second, I would like to give a big shout out to our co-sponsors. Thank you very much to the Japanese Medical Support Network, U.S.-Japan Foundation, Japan Society, U.S.-Japan Council, Japanese American Association of New York, Columbia Japan Society, Friends of Japan, Kintetsu International, the Japanese Medical Society of America, Peace Education Network, Japan Studies Student Association, Columbia University Renewable Energy Society, Center on Japan Economic and Business at Columbia Business School, and finally our food sponsors EcoN and Nebraska. And while I'm standing here holding this really beautiful brochure, I also want to say thank you to our designer. She's here today. She's a student at Barnard. And I hope you've gotten a chance to read the inlet pages here. It was also written by a Columbia J School, Journalism School Master's student, Chi Chen, who is here as well. Without further ado, I'll give it up to Dayu, but thanks for being here, and let's start and continue. Thank you.
I'm smiling because my daughter is standing there. So last year, the best part about the symposium was actually the reception. The speakers did an amazing job provoking critical dialogue, and everybody stayed, everybody enjoyed excellent Japanese food from them. And this year as well, we asked our speakers to exactly play that role, to stimulate critical dialogue. And so the best part is actually coming right now. And the term social imagination, that is a part of the title of this symposium. It's called The Great East Japan Earthquake. creative responses and social imagination. That term was coined by a legendary American educational philosopher, Maxine Green, who's sitting over there. And it signifies a cyclical process of social reflection, dialogue, and experiment for the purpose of facing the given social reality as if it could be otherwise. And in a large sense, creating this symposium has been exactly that. We almost felt as if we are doing an exercise or a project of social imagination. Many questions were posed. What are the problems and what are the issues? How do we overcome them? What are the next steps? And that's what we're asking you to do now. We will serve excellent Japanese food from table to table. And we will have amazing taiko performance from now. And after that, we invite you, all of you, to come up to each speakers of your interest and engage in a dialogue and social imagination. Thank you so much. And so, speakers, would you stand up, please? Thank you so much. And so, I'm sorry, will you keep standing? So, after the taiko performance, we will ask each speaker to spread out. And so, Dr. Yanagi-san, Chimpon, Yuta-san, would you go to that table right there? Thank you so much. And also, Edward-san, if you could go with him. And Kanda-sensei and Matt, would you go to the next table? And also, Yuhei, would you take that table? And Dr. Homa, if you could stay at that table. And Kirsten and Alisa, if you could take that table behind it. And Jake, right here, if you could take that table over there. And Shinpei-san, if you could take that table behind Matt, that would be great. Do that. And Susan, if you could go around there. And now Susan will have a little announcement. So by the way, Dr. Yanagi has a fever and he pushed through, and we are so glad that you did, and thank you so much. But unfortunately, he will not be staying.
As the first speaker, I have the last word. Where's Yuhei? Yuhei Suzuki. Raise your hand. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, for all of you who were touched by the story of the Oshika amulet, he has them for sale. So, please see him afterwards. They are beautiful. They come in different colors. And, of course, we'll support the women. So, thank you. Thank you so much.
So now we'd like to move on to the reception part of the program, which is a performance by the Teachers College Taiko Society. At this time, we would also like to serve the food from the Japanese restaurant N. Nick, over there, right there, he's waving his hand. Nick will be directing 2 tables at one time to get the food, so please be seated until Nick comes to get you. Thank you.